Okay, so my vlog camera is gone. I have no idea where it is, what happened. It is Tuesday and I'm going to be headed to the airport soon. I am flying into London and then taking the train from London to Birmingham. So it's an overnight flight. Hopefully I can sleep on the plane and get adjusted to the time change because it's about 5-hour difference. So it's not huge, but definitely big enough where I'm gonna feel it. So it is almost noon here in Dallas, so the flight is not until later, but with everything going on, I know it's going to be a little bit crazy at the airport, so wanted to get there early and just get my bags checked and get kind of settled, maybe grab a coffee and just prepare for the plane. I'm going to try to be productive for a couple hours on the plane, maybe get some work done, and then just veg, relax, and sleep if possible. That would be ideal. Super excited to get to Europe. Haven't been in a long time, and just to get there and do an international show, and then also just be able to explore a little bit after. The past week I've actually been very sick. So I am feeling better, not 100%, but we're just going to keep hoping that I continue to get better. I'm not really sure what I had, but wasn't great. I was a little down. I was keeping a positive mindset and just taking medicine and, checking all the boxes. But looking back, I'm like, probably should have gone to the doctor just to make sure. But I am feeling better, and that's important. So we're just going to keep on the mend and just try to relax today as we travel. I have made it. We have made it to Birmingham. It was a long travel day. Flew into, I hit my head again, guys. I did this at Olympia and I just did it again on the counter. So flew into London, got off. It was an overnight flight. I probably slept about 4 hours. And then from London, we had to take a taxi to the train station. It was only 14 miles, took over an hour to get to the train station. Got on the train. I did sleep in the taxi at least a little bit. Got on the train and got to Birmingham and then got checked in. They were able to get us checked in a little bit early. We got here a little bit before noon, so we had to wait maybe 15-20 minutes to get a room. And then when we checked back at 12, they were able to get us in. So got into the room and took a nice nap. Took a nap, checked in with Justin. We were super happy with how I was looking, fresh off the plane, very little sleep, travel, all the things, time change. So we were super happy with that. I got a solid 2-hour nap. Woke up, I ate again, and then went down and got a pump, and I just checked in with him again and sent him my weight, and I was down 2 pounds from when I checked in mid-afternoon. So it was 12:30 this time when I checked in, and I just sent him photos now, and it's 7:15 here. So waiting to hear back from him. I'm about to eat another meal, and then I'm going to do some recovery, my recovery boots and my e-stim unit, just work on recovering, make sure I get good sleep tonight. And then I will honestly just work on relaxing and getting to bed so that I can adjust to this time change. Tomorrow is one day out, and the day before the show is always madness. It just, there's things to be done. Tan and the meet and greet and the athlete check-in and all those things. So it always goes by so fast. So I'm glad to be here, glad to be relaxing. This room is kind of tight quarters. There's no microwave, there's no fridge. I brought my cooler bag, and then I basically just got ice from the bar to put in the cooler bag to keep my food cold. There's a microwave room, but I should have brought my travel skillet. I knew I should have done it, and I didn't, so my fault, but I brought all my recovery stuff, so just dealing with it as I can. I'm actually going to wait to put in a grocery order until tomorrow because they have breakfast, and there's only a couple things that I need. I like to have bananas and things like that, but I will need to get coconut water and some more water, alcohol for just helping dry out, relax a little bit. So So there's a few things that I know I'm going to have to get, but I just want to wait until I see if I can grab bananas tomorrow morning. Maybe some eggs, maybe a couple little snacks for after prejudging before finals. Because again, we're going to have a quick turnaround time, just like in Ohio. It's a 12:30 prejudge. And then I believe fitness athletes meet to go warm up at like 4:45. So it's like just a few hours in between, because by the time you get out of the expo and back over here and you eat, it's usually like already like 1:45, and then you have to eat and kind of relax and do all the things. So that's what the next couple days are looking like, and I am super pumped to be here. I've never done an international show, so this will be a cool experience, and then I get to explore Europe a little bit. I am very much still hoping that my vlog camera shows up somewhere back in DFW, so if someone finds it, let me know. I've been just sick about it, and it's just my own fault. Like, I know I had it because I had to send the serial number for the warranty, and then I checked my gym bags. They're not in there. It wasn't in my car, and I barely went anywhere that weekend, but I was so sick that weekend. It was also peak week was starting, so I just know I wasn't like thinking clearly and cohesively, and you're just like one, foggy headed from prep and low body fat, and then adding being sick and taking medicine on top of that, like trying not to beat myself up too bad about it, but it's hard because when you spend that much money on something, like I don't lose things like that. So it sucks, but I'm going to make do with my phone for this weekend and grab what I can and reconvene when I get back to Dallas. Okay, so I am here in my hotel. We are about to have meal 4 and then check in with Justin today. Today's been pretty smooth, just a lot of resting. I've been in the recovery boots, checking in about 90 minutes after every meal. And I have my first coat of tan on, and then we are going to be headed over to the athlete meeting and do the meet and greet. So Thursdays can definitely be a long day for the athletes. It's a lot of nothing, but it's like meal check-in, meal check-in, meal check-in, tan, meet and greet, athlete meeting, all those things. Today has been very smooth and relaxing for the most part, so I'm just trying to continue on that train. A makeup appointment tomorrow is pretty early considering I don't have prejudging until 12:30, so I'll probably wait to check in with Justin until I get back from makeup. So makeup's going to be about 6:15, so it's at a different hotel, so I'm going to leave here around 6, come back, get my tan done, and go from there. Prejudging will be same schedule as Arnold, Ohio. It's going to be 12:30 and then 7, so we'll meet back over I think around 4:45 to go warm up. So I cannot believe tomorrow is show day. I'm here in another country competing. It's so cool. The hotel's been great. I think the microwave situation is not ideal. The rooms are a bit smaller than they would be in the US. There's like no drawer space anywhere. And then like the showers are tight. I did hit my head again last night, but it seems to be minor, and a little bit of makeup will go a long way. So I am super excited to get on stage again tomorrow. 3 weeks went fast, but we've definitely had an all-time best with the physique. I did make some tweaks to the routine to hopefully elevate the performance as well. Being sick was not in the car. Wasn't what I intended, but I was sick about I'd say a week and a half of the 3 weeks in between the shows. So I remember last week, I was literally just praying to be able to make it to stage after spending all the time and money with prep and the travel to get here. At that point, I wasn't even like focused on any type of outcome. I was just like, just please let me feel better enough to perform and like compete, because when you're sick, you just start bargaining and you're just like, I've done all this work and I've spent all this time and money, and I just want to be able to go and enjoy it and have fun. So I'm feeling so much better, and we're here. We're going to make the most of it. We're going to have a good trip. And that's, what's most important. I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I get to do what I love and be around all the fitness girls, and then also just get to like be in another country and explore and eat pastries. And I feel just very, very lucky to be here and get to enjoy this experience. And then, you know, have some days off and relax. I don't take a ton of vacations because I use a lot of my time off to be able to compete. So I'm just really looking forward also to after the show. So it's been good so far, and no complaints except for, I think, the microwave situation. There's no fridges here. I keep putting ice in my food bag to keep everything cold. So definitely some adjustments when you're doing European travel. But I think it's just mindset, keeping yourself in a positive space and just knowing, you know, these things are outside of your control. So what can you do to just not let it get you too worked up? So I'm going to eat, I'm going to check in with Justin, and then I will bring you guys to the athlete meeting or meet and greet.
Super excited to have you guys here. Super excited to see you guys get an opportunity to compete in front of all these fans, and hopefully you have some loved ones in the crowd as well. If you have any questions, you can talk to Sarah or to Brent.
Arnold. Okay, we have gone to the athlete meeting. I'm going to be number 3 tomorrow. With my name change, I have moved up in the line alphabetically, so I'm super happy about that. This meet and greet is in the expo. It is cold, cold, cold in here. This is the meet and greet situation. We're just in one big room, kind of like Ohio, but a bit smaller than Ohio. We just got in here. I got everything set up, and then the athletes will start filing in. Yeah, the expo looks pretty cool, so I'm super excited about that, and I'm going to try to sneak out of here early so that I can get to bed. Back in my room, I put a little face mask on this. I have a little bump that was popping up, and I would like for it to disappear by tomorrow. So back in the room. Meet and greet was fine. Definitely different than the US a little bit. But I did meet some cool people. Josh, he was at my table. He's a newer pro. It was really nice to chat with him and his girlfriend and just hear a little bit about their journey. And they're from London, so just kind of hear their take on like the States and London and just like the different places to go. So that's always a lot of fun. I got back. I checked in with Justin. Super happy with where everything's at. I was actually lighter at the end of the day than I was, I think, on my 3rd or 4th check-in. So we're in a good place. No more food, no more anything else. I am going to be taking a shot. Big shot, 2 ounces of vodka. It looks huge, but I guess that is a shot. So I'm going to be doing this and getting to bed. Even though prejudging is late tomorrow, my tan is at 5:30. So I'm going to get up at 5, do a check-in with Justin. He's going to set an alarm because he's 4 hours behind, so 1 a.m. for him. And we will get the show day under wraps. So thanks for bearing with me here with the camera situation. I'm hoping my camera pops up when I get back to the States. But for now, the phone is the situation. Cheers.